And we're back with our Naval Germany playthrough. It's 1944. We, of course, engaged in the Second Battle of Britain here. We have been absolutely just shredding the Spitfire pilots we've been encountering. They have upgraded to the Spiteful planes, but they just don't quite have them in mass yet. I think they had, what, maybe 1,000 Spitefuls? 1,200 Spitefuls, maybe? Yeah, 1,200 to 1,300 Spitefuls. And as you can see here, we've almost maintained just under a 2-to-1 kill-to-loss ratio between the fighter aircraft. So we are gaining supremacy. It has cost us a lot of bombers and a lot of support. Just because a lot's been shot down by anti-aircraft on ships. But, I mean, we've also took down the USS Enterprise. There we go. And damage on my fleet. I put my fleet back out. Just as a summary, we've only lost, I think, 2 ships other than some convoys in this campaign. However, those were 2 of our 1936 carriers. So 2 of the most high priority targets. As you may or may not know, naval bombers tend to aim for capital ships. That is what they're there for, which can make it pretty easy for them to snipe them. Let's take a quick look at intelligence before we get back into the fighting here. U.S. lots of supply trucks, still convoys. Got a good amount of there. They are researching the nuclear bomb, so I need to invade Britain, hopefully, before they get this thing done, because I don't want them, it's kind of a race against time, because if they start dropping those on German cities, it could be hard. It may cause me to surrender. So, and then regarding the Navy, they're only down to 64 ships, so once I take out Britain, the naval threat is really going to dissipate. Because, I mean, just look at this. They only have 1 carrier. They've got 3 battleships. And these are all old Tier 1 battleships. I've got, 6 Tier 3 battleships currently fielded. They have 2 heavy cruisers, 36 destroyers. I mean, they just don't have much of anything. I mean, they can put up, as soon as my fleet finds them, they're going to be dead. So the only way they're going to be trouble for an invasion of America is if they can hit convoys at sea and my fleet's somehow not around. But my fleet will even be able to split up into multiple fleets and still successfully take them out. The British, however, another story. They still have 10 battleships and 1 converted cruiser hull they built. So they were out of carriers previously. So have 174 destroyers, which can be massacred at will. And yeah. So, and probably the biggest thing we started last episode, not the biggest, but an important thing is we've started our invasion of North Africa here. One thing I did not take for granted is how bad the supply situation actually gets very quickly. Does that motorization even help? The other thing I screwed up was, hey, notice all this nice dust. It's almost like it's sand. It's almost like a storm of sand. What could that possibly be? Yes, a sandstorm. Cue your Darude. The reason why that's such a bad deal is air detection low, ground bombing targeting non-existent. Also creates problems with the efficiency of my support. So long story short, is I've completely outrun my supply lines. And I was counting on the air transports just to pick up the slack. But look, they've got almost no range because of in fact, they do basically have no range based to the lack of range, which I knew would be an issue. That's why we're trying to seize this. And more importantly, the sandstorm, which I just did not see or popped up after I started. So we are trying to take AAA. We have kicked them out here. We are trying to link them up so these guys do not get encircled. They're, of course, completely out of fuel, so their stats are basically that of normal infantry for the most part. Yeah. So, and I think the sandstorm just started. I don't think I've been missing it for too long. We're going to knock the speed down for now because I have been microing this a little bit fast and furiously, and we're going to let it catch up. We'll see if those correct itself. So like this panzergrenadier division take 2 days to get out there. So luckily, we'll see. They've got now a tank division there. So we truly need the sandstorm to end or at a minimum. We need this connected. 2 days, 5 hours.
Achtung! Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Okay, phew.
Los, los, los!
So we are pulling to the city, and half-tracks defend pretty stinking well inside a city. Of course, that assumes they have fuel.
Auf geht's! Ihre Befehle?
You're gonna hold your ground. Get ready to attack.
Bereit! Ihre Befehle? Bereit!
As tanks get there, they'll start battle planning too.
Befehle?
Did it encircle some British divisions there? Not a whole lot, honestly. Oh, took down a British division that was slowly retreating. Great.
Bereit zum Ausrücken!
Are you receiving fuel? Yes, you are receiving fuel. Okay.
Bereit zum Ausrücken!
Panzer divisions.
Ausrücken!
Go help. You don't have much fuel, but you've got enough.
Ihre Befehle!
Honestly, you two guys will stay. Because hopefully we can make a dash right there and encircle.
Ziel anvisiert!
You are... It's on fuel. Gotta be careful. It's a little difficult to see. You know what? I'm gonna switch the panzergrenadier division model away from the Jagdpanther into the Broombar, just because make it a little bit easier to see who's who. So the Jagdpanther and the normal Panther, a little bit close. Okay.
Angetreten!
There we go. Some of these guys are able to pierce. That's just with some support anti-tank. Yeah, and another thing I messed up. So I was looking at the Panzer divisions. I thought I had upgraded these guys to the purely mediums. Oh, hell no. These guys are still rocking light tanks with them. So that is a mistake. We also back to have a shortage of medium tanks. So we do have some military factories. We're up to 80 on the planes, 15 on fighter production. So let's take a quick look, see if we need to raise any more air divisions, air squads. Of course we do. As a reminder, we've really beefed up our heavy fighter production, and we're on the making the tier 3 ones, which are slightly upgraded, not quite as upgraded as we want. We want to max them out. But we're making 3 a day of those, 15 a day. Britain has how many factories? They're at 9.6k. I'm at 14.4k, so my number's still going up, and they're falling. So that's good. They do have this 1400 strategic bomber count, which is a complete pain in the butt, because they can just bounce around wherever they want at will, and there's no basically stopping them. And I don't want to be, putting construction power into anti-aircrafts, just because, one, I think I'll be knocking them out fast enough, and two, once Britain is knocked out, that anti-aircraft is worthless. Well, if I make planes, they can travel with me wherever. Got 119 versus 140. So what am I going to be building next? We do the amphibious ones. I thought a little bit more on it too. Well, you would be good. Let's start doing this. Let's do the amphibious tanks, because I'm almost certain I'm going to need those. And I probably shouldn't be doing jet fighters just with the huge amount of planes I'm doing here, but I want to do it for kicks and grins. So yes, I know that is not the most efficient way, but I want it. So we're doing it.
Zuhören!
Let's do that. that. Okay.
Angetreten. Angetreten.
So, this is looking good.
Ihre Befehle.
You go
Ihre
there.
Befehle.
You go there.
Zuhören.
About to make a big fat encirclement. Oh. No. I think that worked out okay.
Ihre Befehle.
Okay, the sandstorm is let up.
Angetreten. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
This guy can still pierce. Even at night, we're still shredding. Vandergriff's wounded. Rommel's gaining some experience. Do you know what? We're good.
Ausrücken.
Probably get the encirclement there.
Ihre Befehle.
This encirclement will happen. Fix you.
Angetreten.
So
Ausrücken.
panzergrenadier division there. Panzer division.
Ihre Befehle. Bereit.
They're trying to run.
Achtung.
It's probably the shorter cutoff, but they might be beyond that. Oh, that's right. I need to be producing something. Yeah, I think it's time to start producing these bad boys. And actually, let's take a look at some things. I should retool my industry. Because we've got enough trucks for the next century. Yeah, we're losing a small amount of trucks, but let's knock you down just to 2 factories. No support equipment. For a sustained American offensive, we will need a lot of support equipment in reserve. That's probably overkill. Need to up the medium tank. Oh, it's the medium tank destroyer on super low. It's not the medium tank. Okay. So let's fix that. Get a bunch more on there. Go like 10. Oh. I'll keep it just 10 factories there. A lot of flat guns. Whoa, that's a lot of flat guns. Do I even have the research to make tier 3 flat guns quickly? No, that'll take some time. So honestly, back this off. Of course, that is going to create a huge shortage of chromium from those, so I'll need to beef that up. And I've got 1 spare factory. Okay, so start making those, and we'll beef that up. Now we are researching the better ones we will upgrade later. And then another thing too is the tank lines here. So I do have extra lines of these Panther tanks. These will probably be converted to like amphibious tanks. Just because I think they'll take less of an efficiency hit. That is what I'm hoping.
Greif weiter an. Achtung. Ihre Befehle. Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Okay, you need to block.
Bereit. Bereit.
Go there. Go there.
Befehle. Achtung.
You set up for there.
Angetreten.
French gonna get the overrun. No.
Befehle. Achtung.
Okay, there's that.
Ausrücken.
Lock him in multiple combat. Rid of that.
Weiter. Weiter.
Talking Rommel's tactic, at least those guys can't pierce them. Yeah, so I think part of the issue is I really want to see
Ausrücken!
do that. I really want to see if I can be pierced with just pure amount of Panthers and medium tanks.
Befehle!
And I just won't know that until stop you. Plan.
Befehle!
Plan. Until I up that tank count.
Los, los, los! Auf geht's!
So Rommel's leveling up pretty quickly.
Zuhören!
Okay, you'll be toast. We're gonna hold here. Get the situation figured out. Get the airfield back. Move my Air Force over. Then we'll see if he can make a dash across. Oh my god, look at all those fighters. 2,200 heavy bombers like that. Okay. Repair, repair. Converted cruiser hull. Oh, show. Once again, Japan is now democratic because they got invaded by the U.S. Maybe in late 42 or it's early 43. I can't quite remember. But they got taken out kind of pretty quick. I mean, they still had a large portion of troops out fighting, and I think even the Philippines and some other places, and they just got wrecked. Checking the fighter count. They're at 9.5k to 14. Basically, we're just trying to drive the fighter count lower here, and we are still successfully doing that because there's almost no way I think they're replacing 47 aircraft a day. I mean, they're just driving way lower. We're almost getting 2-to-1 victories on them. So we need to take this airfield, and then we'll need to set up again for our next push. Oh, I accidentally pulled you guys off. That's gonna have to be okay then.
Angetreten!
Rommel's getting some good experience though. And of course, Rommel is under almost a bomb in North Africa, who's, look at those stats, 9.535, so it's pretty good. I don't know how high this can go. I don't know if it 10's the max or what.
Bereit zum Ausrücken! Befehle!
Oh yes, please, come into the nice death trap right there with the nice expensive tank. That possibly cannot go wrong for you at all. So one of the issues is the big dash through El Gala here. I mean, look at this. This is going to be completely barren of supply. So that's why I need to get the transport wing over there. Frankly, how much aircraft do we have here? That's all mine. So we'll move the fighters, move that. Try to just move 2 with attack bombers and hopefully see if that's okay. Okay. Are they fielding his Spitefuls over here? They are fielding a good chunk of Spitefuls, about 80-ish, 80, just under 90. And I am not fielding any of my tier 3 aircraft here for fighters, so that is something to keep in the back of my mind. Transport wings, of course, get moved over.
Bereit zum
And let's get you
Ausrücken!
guys on the front lines. You know what? That's going to be hard. I'm sure I want you on the front line. I take that back.
Bereit!
Supply situation here is just not going to be easy. Because there's no kind of rail lines, there's no like hub, you know, out to here, and I don't want to get stuck building
Ihre
that.
Befehle! Zuhören!
course, I invite them. Just come in here because I can just pop right through them there. Convoy down. Okay, American cruiser down. I understand they've got some random fighters just over in other zones, I guess. Watching. Channel fight continues. And yeah, it's costing a significant amount of ground aircraft, but hey, just, you know, the few extra kills they do, and the biggest thing is just winnowing navies, winnowing amount of ground troops. Just because they've got so much, I'm willing to pay the fighters, you know, pay the cost in fighters to do that. Still doing great on the kill situation. And up to 2.6 million casualties. Americans are almost up to 1 million. Take a quick look what's going on over there. What was I looking at? Got 845 million men in uniform. Let's check their stats. No, they're behind me on tanks. Do you have... Well, they've got that and that over me. Working on better attack bombers, finally. It's really late in the war. Just a reminder, we are in 1944, so... Of course, now we are the alt history part of it, because we have won against the Soviets in the East, so...
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Transport planes here. Yes, they are. Oh, even from Tripoli, you guys have 100% mission efficiency. Okay. And you know what? Let's go for it.
Ihre Befehle.
They've got shit supply, we're gonna have shit supply. We just need to have slightly less shit supply than them.
Befehle.
You know, I could build, you know, a little naval port out here in the middle of the effing desert, but that's probably not terribly realistic.
Vorrücken.
Okay.
Angetreten. Auf geht's.
You know, fuel stocks. Okay. Only disrupting 30% of them now because my bombers are up, and every time my bombers are up, they're going for the bombers also.
Bereit zum Ausrücken. Bereit.
Just keep going and keep going. Just want the overruns as much as possible.
Befehle. Ihre Befehle.
Honestly, you sit up. You can keep going.
Befehle.
Yeah,
Ihre Befehle.
these guys are always going to be short on the medium tank
Angetreten.
destroyers. So they should have a hard time retreating quickly.
Angetreten.
Come on. Keep going there. Right into your death. Yep.
Befehle.
Because that happens and this happens.
Zeigt es ihnen. Ausrücken. Ausrücken.
Okay. See who else we can keep overrunning. Rommel's now leveled up once. I think he got 2 attack on that level up. Got some defense too, so no logistics or planning.
Bereit.
Of course, I'm running the, what is it, officer corps mentality where, hey, bold attack greatly increases the, you know, you're going to get attack on level up. Makes it almost guaranteed you're going to get it. Yodel, of course, being the largest exception to that. Daily command limit, that is nice. Yep, maneuver warfare. Okay. That makes you wonder. Should I give Raider subsidiary carrier role? Sort efficiency. Well, by definition, you're the better one, so I'll give you that, and I guess we'll probably pick up those other two some other time.
Vorrücken! Ihre Befehle!
And we are running out of fuel.
Zeigt es ihnen! Bereit?
Okay,
Angetreten!
you out of fuel. Yep, you guys are all out of fuel, so let's halt you for now.
Zuhören!
And hey, a
Vorrücken!
sandstorm.
Bereit! Angetreten!
You still have fuel. You do. Can I beat you to the spot? 3 days. 13 hours. Yep, because that'll pop some more helmets.
Ihre
So
Befehle!
with the sandstorm, we're going to let them reform here.
Ihre Befehle!
We need fuel to be flown in, but of course the sandstorm, as we just learned, that's very hard to do. Massacring convoys. That's the thing. They're just going to keep sailing their convoys around, and they're going to keep getting them massacred.
Achtung! Zuhören!
This desert's just going to be brutal attrition. There we go. Popped some helmets.
Bereit!
No, no, no. Do not want you rotating. Stay.
Achtung!
Stay.
Achtung!
I think I gotta force them out. So see, I've still got aircraft getting through, even though it is in the middle of a freaking sandstorm. Not quite sure. That's about. Is Rommel gonna hold on? Let's kick out one division. Uh-oh. There comes the lack of fuel. Convoy down, convoy down. Let's take a quick look. Working on the amphibious landing vehicles. Yeah, we're gonna have to design those. And I probably should have been going for amphibious tanks the more I think on it, but it's like if you're gonna take the time to make the amphibious landing vehicle, might as well do the tank and just do it right. But now they're down to Spitefuls is what's showing as their main aircraft. We, of course, only have 1325 TAs there. They have how many Spitefuls? At least 1,500. No, it's a Spitfire. So there's 800 Mark IV Spitefuls. Huh. Doesn't appear to be huge numbers, so I think we're shooting down lots of Spitefuls, too.
Vorwärts, Männer!
Can Rommel hold? Nah, he's going to get kicked back here. Yeah, here's the reason. The light tanks, I thought I had moved all of these divisions over to the just pure medium tank divisions, but I have not. So. Wait, what? How are there British ships in here? This has been locked off forever, since like 1940. They try to tell me there's been British ships just hanging out in here. Ever since. Well, that would only be slightly ridiculous.
Angetreten.
Okay, we're gonna wait for the sandstorm to pass.
Achtung.
Let our panzers refuel.
Ihre Befehle?
Honestly, I would like you to, yes, come into that province, because, of course, my push will come out of here.
Ihre Befehle.
You've got Sandstorm. You two guys will be pushed over here. Main thrust will once again, just keep running along the coast here. Oh, that's a mountain province. That's cute.
Zuhören.
Basically, I'm just completely reliant on these 66 transport planes to be flying in fuel and supplies.
Bereit.
Good time. Rommel's getting some pretty good experience.
Befehle. Achtung.
Current fuel 58, 192. So yeah, we gotta wait for the sandstorm to pass, and we'll see what the situation looks like there. Always a nice day of air combat, 2-1. About 900 to 1500, so yeah, 3 to 5 seems to be the ratio. We've got, for every 3 planes we lose, they lose 5. We're still bombing convoys at great expense to us ships-wise, but got an invasion of southern Italy from a sick general with non-marines. Yep, that looks like a great move.
Achtung.
Nope, 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 damn it.
Bereit zum
Stop it.
Ausrücken.
So that's really what you doing. I want you to run around during a sandstorm, taking a whole bunch of attrition.
Angetreten.
You got any fuel back? No.
Achtung.
You got any fuel? Yes, you're full on fuel.
Angetreten.
You have fuel. A little low, but not bad. Oh god, no. Now they're flooding here. Turn on motorization. Turn off motorization. That was one of the advantages about completely outracing your allies even. They are pulling back, so I could start advancing, but I really need fuel first.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
So the air transport planes. Flying supplies.
Achtung.
So the problem is I don't think there's a way for me to exclude. Control click. I don't think there's a way for me to exclude because it's not my territory. If this is my territory, I could kick them out and say, nope, you're not going to get any supplies. Then the AI would wise up and leave. But because it's not my territory, I don't think I can do that.
Befehle. Angetreten. Zuhören.
You're full on fuel. 907. Are you gaining any day? Anything?
Zuhören.
You're flat 0.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Hey, it's a Sherman. With a single medium tank there. Wow, okay.
Befehle.
Yeah, like other than just building a supply hub out here in the middle of the desert, which would probably be the building a port.
Zuhören.
Or do an invasion of southern France. Oh, come on, make landfall. We'll make it fun. Oh, nice storm, so my carrier aircraft can't go up. Andrew Cunningham somehow has a fleet here. At least won't rate her stats. Okay, there's a whole lot of ships here. I need to send back like a battleship or something to... At least get some naval bombers over there. That would probably be the smartest thing. That can do it the fastest. Some Stukas. Oh, look. There we go. Forget it. Just stay there. Go. So some of my training ships have somehow been picked up in this fight. So they really do have a fleet that's been locked back here since 1940. I find that absolutely wild. Okay, so we do actually need to clear this out. Because having a bunch of training ships here with this going on is not going to end well. The Russians traded well. The British are running. They've got a light cruiser running immediately. That's taken no damage. That's interesting. Light cruiser down. Can we take out that other light cruiser? Escape progress is complete shit. So that'll probably work. The crappy divisions you're trying to give me I don't want. Go home.
Befehle?
Not getting any fuel through. Ah, I had a transport plane shoot down. Okay. I think that other guy was getting some fuel through.
Zuhören.
You started to restock it all? No. You started to restock it all? No. Honestly, we just may let them ground push it. The sandstorm still hitting? No. Still massacring those. I'll put you up to 35 for now, because we're just winning the plane fight. I think we've won it. Okay, we need to start looking at... Where are they? Duplicate you for now. I think you're probably the best. We'll take a look. And we're going to call you... Amphibious Division. And we're going to give you Sealander. Okay. Sea landing divisions, okay? Okay. Designing you. We're of course not going to be doing that. We're going to be doing Amtraks. Amtrak, Amtrak, Amtrak. Okay, of course we're moving you. Oh, what would you look like in attacking a fort? River. Amphibious. So maybe we do... We'll keep these here in for now, but these are going to get switched to hopefully amphibious tanks, of course. And we're going to see how many of you I can train. Because I need to get you guys training now, because you're going to take forever. You high priority. The Amtrak count's going to be my biggest issue. We're making only how many Amtraks a day? 5. Okay, so we're going to need to up that big time. Then, of course, you know, once we get up there, we're going to be flooded with them. Need them now.
Bereit. Angetreten.
You know what? We're going to pull you guys back for now.
Ausrücken. Ausrücken.
Oh, totally forgot about you. They have made landfall. Okay, I will respond. Kugler, you want the honors?
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Okay,
Ihre Befehle.
move you to the...
Ihre Befehle.
Still under instead. Yeah, fine.
Angetreten.
We'll call you France.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Oh, hello, Dietrich.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
It's almost like I had a bunch of troops nearby that could easily deal with this that I was leaving behind. Now, are these the guys of Dietrich I upgraded to full? No. Yes, these are the ones I upgraded to full medium tanks. So these are the ones I meant to send to North Africa. Not here, but screwed that one up. I've got some T-34s from the Russians in there. Okay.
Achtung.
So we'll pull Rommel back to here. Maybe we'll take the Amtraks and make a little naval invasion. Okay. Doing there. You're still trying to bomb me in random places. Being, I'm sure, successful in random places. Because my heavy fighter count is just not enough to do everything. So just a reminder, we're going to keep pumping this. We have started the better fort at Visor Imes there to give it to a level 10 fort. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about this fight. Oh, we cleared them out. There's just some British subs here. So do I have convoys coming out of here? Yeah. So we're massacring them. Is that... You know what? I'm going to end the video here a little bit early. See you guys in the next one.